Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we are doing another doctored box cake video. We're going to be making a lemon lime poke cake. This right here, y'all know we just take a good old box cake and jazz it up into something so delicious and very refreshing for this summer month. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so we're going to start off with our box cake mix. Again, this is the Duncan Hines Perfectly Moist Lemon Supreme. I have used this in another recipe. I will link it down below if you're interested in it. So it has instructions on the back of the box, but you just follow my instructions. You're also going to be needing a 9x13 baking pan. I like this one because it comes with a lid, so you can just cover it up. You know, the leftovers put in the refrigerator. I would link it up for you guys down below as well if you're interested. So let's get started. You would also need a big bowl or a mixing bowl, and I use my hand mixer. It is much easier. If you don't have that, you can simply use a whisk. Now we're going to start off with some eggs. Now the back of the box requests for 3 eggs, but I am adding an additional egg, so this is 4 eggs, and they are at room temperature. It just makes the whole mixing process a lot easier. I went ahead and just whisk it away so just it can incorporate easier. Now the box also asks for 1 cup of water, but I'm substituting that with 1 cup of whole milk. If you have heavy whipping cream, you can use that as well. It also does ask for half a cup of vegetable oil, but I am using half a cup of unsalted butter. The butter just adds more flavor, and as you guys know, I like my Kerrygold. Also going in with a splash of vanilla extract and lemon extract. Yo, these two right here are must have. Those are our wet ingredients, so I went ahead to just whisk everything together, and we're going to put that on the side and move on to our dry mixture. Now, of course, the star of the show is the box cake mix, but y'all know how we do it. I'm going to jazz it up by adding 1 3.4 ounce pack of instant lemon pudding mix. Okay, now what I'm going to do is just sift my flour mixture, the cake mix, and the pudding mix into my wet ingredients. It just helps to get rid of the lumps and just aerate the whole flour mixture in there. Then going in with my hand mixer, I now follow the instructions on the back of the box, which says to mix on low speed for about 30 seconds, and then bump it up to medium high speed and beat for an additional 2 minutes. So that's just me. That's just what I'm doing. And because I did not use heavy whipping cream, you would realize that this batter is a lot lighter. As you can see, it is so light. The consistency is so smooth, and that the milk adds more flavor than the water. Now I ran out of my baking spray, so I'm just using butter to prepare my pan so that it would not stick to the bottom. And then I just go ahead and poured all of my beautiful batter. Can you see how good that is? Oh, by the way, also add the zest of 1 lime into it. I lost my clip for that. Add the zest of 1 lime or lemon into the batter as well. Now my oven is already preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I am going to be following the instructions in the back of the box to bake this. I baked it for about 26 minutes. You can add an additional 4 minutes or so, and this is what mine looks like. I baked it for a total of 30 minutes, okay, and this is what it looks like fresh out of the oven. As you can see, the sides have separated and kind of pulled away from the baking dish, which is exactly what you want. Now to test for doneness, I just inserted a toothpick in the middle, and it comes out clean and dry. Then you know your cake is done. Now I'm gonna have to let this cake cool down for at least 20 to 30 minutes before I move on to the next step. Now it's been about 30 minutes later, and as you can see, the cake has even pulled further away from the sides of the pan. Now I am going in with a skewer. This actually a chopstick, so I'm going in with the bottom and poking holes. You don't want to go all the way down to the bottom of the cake, no, but you want to go like 3/4 of the way down, because we're preparing this cake to absorb all of those moisture that we're about to introduce. Now we're going to put our poke cake on the side and go into our gelatin mixture. Now you need hot boiling water. Do you see that water? It is not warm. It is hot and boiling. Okay, you need 1 cup of that, and to that I will be adding this 3.4 ounce pack of gelatin lime flavor, and you want to be stirring it as you're pouring it in there into this hot water, and just stir it up until the sugar dissolves, and this is what it looks like. That just took a few seconds. And then you need ice cold water, the complete opposite. The emphasis is on that ice cold. Okay, you need about half a cup of that, and pour it into the hot gelatin mix, and make sure you're stirring as you're doing it. And once you have all of that in there, that is what we're going to be using to bask our cake into it. Y'all, can you just understand the flavors in there? It is going to add so much flavor, and it is so easy and very cheap, if I must say. Now, I'm trying to aim for those the holes that I poked in the cake, and basically just trying to drench this cake. Now, it might look like it's a lot, and I know it's a lot, but y'all, that is why this cake is even better when you make it overnight. That gives it enough time to sit and absorb everything, and it just adds so much moisture to this beautiful poke cake. Now, I dropped all of my gelatin mix into this cake. Now I'm going to let it cool down all the way to room temperature, okay, and have time to absorb all of the mixtures. Now, in the meantime, my cake has cooled down, so I'm about to make my frosting very quick. You need an 8-ounce pack of Cool Whip, or you can make your own heavy whipping cream. Use same amount, and I just dumped everything in there. Now, this is the tip for this one. Only make this frosting when you're ready to frost, because you have to work super fast. Now, to that, add 3.4-ounce pack of instant lemon pudding mix, okay? Now, once you add this and begin to stir, you will see that, you will realize that it gets so thick so fast. So you need to move really fast as you're doing this, and be ready to frost that cake right away. That is the trick. If you wait like a few additional more seconds, you're gonna be ended up with pulp. Okay, I don't want that to happen to you. So yeah, just mix that. As soon as it's all dissolved, just go ahead and dump it all over the top of the cake, and you can let the cake sit in the refrigerator and finish absorbing all of those moistures. But make sure when you're doing this, the cake is already cooled down to room temperature, okay? Because you're working with Cool Whip, you don't want it to just melt off of the top of the cake. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I know it's been a while since I dropped a box cake video or a baking video. My apologies. I'm not gonna lie, I just kind of lost my creativity a little bit, and I'm trying to get back into the groove of things. So please encourage your girl by giving her a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Now, it's been a few hours. Like I said, this cake is even best if you let it sit overnight, but I didn't have time for that, because I wanted to get this video out to you guys. So it's been a few hours, about 3 hours or so, and I'm gonna cut into this cake so we see what we're working with. Now, can you see those colors? Can you see those colors? Can you see that? How the gelatin mix just penetrated into that cake. It is well absorbed. Now, to garnish it, I am going to top it off with some Cool Whip and some slices of lemon. Now, this was literally the cherry on top, okay? And I'm also going to go ahead and zest it up a little bit. Now, I don't want you to zest the whole cake. Only zest the part that you are serving, because you don't want the zest to turn the frosting. It can kind of discolor it. So this is what the finished product looks like. And y'all, let's get into the taste test. Y'all, let me tell you. My sister was like, oh, this cake is so good. It is so good. Really, really moist. It is flavorful from that butter and the whole milk. It is delicious. That zest in the batter and on the top for garnishing, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 minus nothing. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all.